I'm not gonna keep you crazy bitches waiting one more fucking second. I'm gonna give you a story time about how I caught my husband cheating on me in Cabo with his dumbass boys. Okay. And I also want to preface this whole thing by stating, like, you fucking psychotic bitches went crazy in the comments. You're like, yes, queen, slay, city girl. I don't even know what that means, but I'll take it. You're like, she cheated on her husband with his best friend? Fuck that dude. Fuck that dude. Love the fucking energy in the chat, guys. Never let it die. This is top tier feminism. Anyway, we had been married for a little over a year. No, that's not true. I think we were on year 2. I don't fucking remember. Boys trip to Cabo, which I didn't have any clue about until the very last minute. And don't come for me saying, babes, that's a red flag. No, that's a red flag. I know. I'm crazy too. Like, I like this shit. Anyway, I'm sitting at home working on my laptop, and he left his email logged in on his Google account for some reason, I don't know. And a little alert popped up, and it just popped up and said, your Tinder verification something. And I was like, this crazy motherfucker. You want to play this game? Like, that's immediately what went down in my head. I was like, let's go! So, like the creepy bitch I am, I screenshotted his Instagram followers, and then compared it like every 30 minutes. So I finally came across this girl who was currently in Cabo, and I was like, I'm gonna DM her. And so I hit her up. I was like, hey, you're hot as shit. I like your boobs. I'll post a screenshot or something. And I just want to let you know, like, I know you met my husband on Tinder. Again, no harsh feelings. I don't give a fuck. Just want to let you know he's married, but if you guys do fuck, like, send me videos or something so I can have it as ammo. With her little ugly girl spirit, she was like, you're fucking crazy. So I just screenshotted it and waited for him to come home, and I kind of just, like, you know, played it out for a minute. I played the game, let him buy me a few nice things, and then whenever I was like, I'm still angry, I decided to sleep with his best friend. And I know there's a couple incels in my comments being like, how long were you waiting for that? Like, obviously it was pre-planned. Oh, honey, I've never waited for dick in my life. Ever. Ever. I would never. And honestly, our divorce story just gets fucking crazier and crazier. Because I am batshit, and whenever I'm angry, I just, like, don't let it go. And I like that part of me. I meditated on it for a little bit, and then I was like, Erica, just fucking unleash the beast, dog. And the whole story is fucking crazy. I could do a, like, 12-part series on it. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I love you guys.
No way that lady did that. That's some crazy babe you got right there. Hello guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we are going to be looking at various videos of how these ladies caught their partners cheating. So if you are new to this space, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share and leave your comments. Let's dive into the video, and I'm going to be giving my commentaries in between the video or at the end of the video. So stay tuned and enjoy this one.
Not call him. I actually thought about it, but I ain't gonna call him. But I'm gonna tell y'all a story about him again. He did a lot of stuff. I can tell y'all now it's old. But anyway, this is the time I caught my boyfriend cheating through Twitter. So, back then, y'all remember Twitter used to be real popular, and then it like shut down. Nobody didn't care about it, and then it got back popular or whatever. So at the time, my phone keep going, the screen keep going blank. At the time, my school was 2.5 hours away from Atlanta, and he was from Atlanta. So on the weekend, sometimes we live together, mind y'all. We live together with different couples. So me and my friend and her boyfriend, we all live in the same place or whatever. So he used to go to Atlanta for the weekend or whatever. So I'm like, okay. It been a minute. He ain't called me like a couple hours. So let me call him, see what he doing. I ain't thinking he ain't gonna pick up. So I called him, like, okay, like, he ain't answer, cool. 10 minutes go by. Like, after a while, like an hour went by, okay, what's going on? So I started getting irritated. I started searching through Facebook first. I went on Facebook. He got 2 brothers. I went through his first brother page. Why my phone keep doing this? I went through his first brother page, and he was just tweeting something, like, about music or something. I mean, not Twitter. He was Twitter. He was putting on Facebook something about music or whatever. I'm like, he was online, so I'm like, he ain't, okay, cool. This the brother he ain't that close with. The other brother, the one he always be with, I got on his Facebook, I don't see nothing. Okay, so then I was like, let me go, I was like, Twitter, let me get on Twitter. Now, I didn't have a Twitter at the time, If I did, it was like an account I never got on. I just logged in real quick. Like, I didn't have no pictures and nothing like that. So I searched. I couldn't find it. Now, at the time, my boyfriend didn't have a Twitter. But his boyfriend, his boyfriend. His brother had a Twitter or whatever. So, I found his brother's Twitter. Y'all, tell me why. The first thing I see is Big Bruh in there killing Shawty. Big Bruh in there. I cannot get those words out of my mind to this day. Big Bruh in there killing Shawty. Y'all, I lost it. Like, remind you, I'm a Leo. So just imagine, if you're a Leo, imagine how I lost it. I was like, my heart started dropping. I'm like, oh my God, he in there killing. What he do? Like, so I started going crazy. I started going to call his phone over and over, going crazy. Nothing. He didn't pick up still. I said, I seen your brother tweet. I know you in there with a, you know what? So you killing shot. He was, y'all, literally maybe like 10 minutes later, he called me. No, I wasn't even doing, what you talking about? Like, how you get the message all of a sudden now? So, yeah, what you tripping, whatever. So, I'm like, no. So, anyway, he ended up calling me like, I wasn't with nobody, and I never found out, y'all. I replied to this comment because it's what it reminded me of. I called him years. That's when your brother tweeted, Big Bird and they killing Shawty, was you with a girl? He was like, yeah. He was awful. I just want to tell y'all that. The end.
I found out that my fiance was cheating on me right in the middle of his proposal to me. Like, literally as it was happening. Now, I was madly in love with this man. I was head over heels, would do whatever he said. If he said jump, I would say how high. At the time, we had been dating for about 2 years, maybe a little bit under 2 years. And the fact that he was even proposing was a shock to me because even though that I was madly in love with him, I didn't quite feel that we were ready for it. But one day, he just decided to surprise me, took me to Orlando for a little bit of fun at the amusement parks because, you know, I like to get down like that with some childish, lighthearted fun. So once we got to the amusement park, he decides to sign up to be a contestant on one of the competition games performances that they had at this theme park. So right before the show is about to start and he's about to start to compete, he hands me over his cell phone and says, babe, please film this. I want you to see what's going to happen. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. How much fun. Like, this is my dream come true. Competition starts. There was like 3 or 4 events that he had to compete with others to win. And ultimately, he won. But remember, I'm filming, right? And I'm filming from his cell phone that he told me to hold. So here I am with his little cell phone filming, all excited, all proud of my man. He starts to receive text messages that are popping up on the screen. The text messages turned out to be from his mistress that he's been messing with the whole time we are together. And she's pissed. She's really pissed. I guess that morning he had texted her to let her know, like, hey, it's over between us because I'm about to get engaged today. And she threw a shit fit, even though she herself was married. So at this point, my heart absolutely drops and like I want to vomit. And I'm sitting here in a crowd with hundreds of people, maybe even thousands of people, trying to keep my hands steady and filming what's happening as he's proposing and announcing it to this whole freaking stadium full of people. But I really know what's happening as I'm seeing these texts flash across the screen. Trauma. Deep breaths, Tiffany. Deep breaths. Now listen, I am not the type of girl that likes it when people see me sweat. I keep my cool. I just smile and I pretend that I'm the just most elated, happiest woman on the planet. So since this proposal has been blasted all over the big screen, that everyone around me is so excited for me, they're congratulating me, and I'm just like in shock and awe. I somehow managed to keep my composure and to just walk outside of the stadium and wait for him outside. Once he shows up, he immediately gives me a huge hug, tells me that he loves me, and of course, does the proposal again to my face this time, not just on the big screen. There's so many people watching. Remember, we're in the middle of a theme park with thousands of people. So I quickly grab him and drag him into the nearest restaurant in this theme park that I could find. And I bring him over to the bar area and I sit him down and I tell him everything that I know. He didn't try to deny it. He knew that he was caught. And for the next 30 minutes, he proceeded to just tell me everything that he thought that I wanted to hear. And I was just numb. The only words that I could manage to muster up at this point were, baby, this 2-carat diamond ring, it's just not going to be enough.
Wow, that's a very wild story right there. Like, I don't know how people do it. You know, you're actually cheating with someone, then you're supposed to participate in a game, and you went ahead and gave your phone to your girlfriend that you were going to be proposing to record, knowing fully well that you're cheating on her. Wow, that was a very wild story right there. And the lady even tried. If there were some people, I'm sure they would have rejected that proposal right there in the midst of the thousands of people that were gathered right in that park. Wow, that was a very, very wild story to listen to.
Okay, y'all, story time of how I found out that my fiance has been dipping out on me for the past year. And like I'm just now, noticing and realizing. So basically within the last year, he's been gone more often, like for week or weeks at a time. And then when he do come back, he have to leave right back out like two or 3 days later, so I'm like, ain't no way. So in my head, I was like, this man got a whole family somewhere else, because you keep having somewhere to go every damn month. And that was unusual for me, or whatever. And then when he comes back in town, we try to hurry up and do stuff, with me, with the kids, and then it's like it don't really, the vibes be off, because he be damn tired. My bad, somebody was calling me. But yeah, he be tired. So it's like we be trying to have a good time, with the kids and stuff, but it's like he really be looking like he just be wanting to get some rest, because he have to fly back out for work. So I'm gonna tell y'all, what he do for work, a little down in the story. So yeah. So he's been being gone often, coming home tired. Sometimes, like, normally he'll like let me know before time when he got somewhere to go or need be. Lately he haven't been doing that. Like, he'll just be like, oh dang, I just remember I gotta go here in the next 2 days. And I'd be like, why you ain't tell me? Like, why you just not telling me? Because I know you been knew way before now, way before you telling me now, or whatever. So he was like, yeah, but I just be having so much going on, I forget, blase. So I just been overlooking that as well. Like, okay, the man busy, or whatever. So I started to be like, okay, well, let me come to, like, on some of your business trips. I don't have to be around. I can just, be in the hotel with till you get done doing what you're doing, so that we can just have more time together. And it's like, it will be a problem. Like, I can't come, but he'll be like, oh, my sister, one of my sisters live out here, she gonna stop by, blah blah blah. I'm like, sister? But you act like I can't come. Act like I can't come and spend time with you, your fiance. So that's how it all started coming together right then and there. Stay tuned for part 2.
How my body let me know that I was getting cheated on. Ladies, I cannot express enough how your body will reject someone if they are not right for you. A clear sign, ladies, is if you get BV. If you don't know what that is, I'm very happy for you, because it more than likely means you haven't gotten it. And for my ladies that have gotten it before, bless your heart, because BV is not for the weak. Anyways, I met this man at work and we were dating for almost a year. About 3 months into the relationship, we finally actually met up outside of work and hung out. And as you can guess, the first night we ended up doing it. That next week, when I came into work, I smelled something bad. If you guys already don't know, I used to work in a meat factory. And baby girl, I thought that shit was the meat. But that smell was coming from me. I let that shit slide, went to the doctors, was told that I had BV. Because ladies, that shit's not gonna go away on its own. You need to get medication for that. This man and I ended up meeting up again about 2 weeks later, and my BV was already gone. And as you can guess, we ended up doing the deed again. And 3 days later, that smell ended up coming back. And then it started getting constant. Every time I met up with him, every time I did the deed, I would always get BV. Yes, I know I'm 22, but I was oblivious to that shit until I spoke to my best friend about it. And she broke it down for me. She told me, honey, that man is cheating on you. I told her there's no way, like, who the fuck would want him? Because I'm not gonna lie, he wasn't the most attractive person. Because I will let you guys know that I'm pretty sure us ladies have had our fair share of dating older men. So this man was a little bit older than me. Anyways, went through that man's phone and basically found everything I needed to know. I confided in my doctor about the situation, and she told me that, you can get BV because of your period, because it can throw off your pH balance. But she said for the amount of times that I had been coming in and continuously getting it, that it was something with my man, or the dude that I thought was my man. Moral of the story, ladies, is pay attention to your body, because continuous BV, UTIs, yeast infections, all that are signs that your man is possibly cheating on you. Anyways, just be aware.
Apparently, this young lady was dating a much older man, and this particular man kept on giving her this disease called BV, which is bacterial vaginosis. So it's a disease, or it's an infection that affects the vagina. And she got the first one, went to the hospital. She met with this guy 2 weeks later, and that particular disease came back again. That's just one of the cons that comes with cheating. You go outside, you cheat on your partner with somebody else, you get this disease, you come back to your partner and you're transferring that disease to them. And sometimes they might not even know this disease is coming from you, because they trust you. They don't know that you're cheating on them. It is after they've gotten this particular disease, they now get to know that, oh, my partner has been cheating on me.
Let me tell you about the time I found out I was getting cheated on. I'm going to put a date on it just because I still don't know who the girl is to this day. But it was April 16, 2021, and he lived. So at this point, we were together for a minute, but I was in school in New York. So I basically traveled back and forth a lot. But this weekend specifically, I was staying in New York because he had something going on that weekend and I was not going. So I just stayed in New York. Basically, his plans fell through. He was going through a lot, and he was like, I really need you to come home. Like, I really need you. I need you. I need you. I need you. All this. But I think at the time I couldn't leave. I had to leave later on that day, like later Friday, because I must have had something to do. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to be there. I'm going to get there later, though. So I think I didn't get in until about like 2 a.m. And then when I come home, I always come like to my house first and get my car, and then I'll drive to his house. But by the time I got in, it was so late. And before he even reached, he was like, just come early in the morning because I'm about to go to sleep. This around like 9-10 o'clock. And that was very weird for him because he never went to sleep early. He was always a night owl. But so yeah, he was going through a lot. So he's like, I'm going to sleep early. First red flag, number one. Mind you, I had my alarms up then, but I'm like, But he's like, no, can you come early, like 7 a.m., 8 a.m. vibe? Okay. So I'm like, cool. So I woke up early the next day. Mind you, didn't hear from him the rest of the night. So I took myself to sleep too. I woke up bright and early, set an alarm to get to my man because I'm like, my man. That's the kind of girl I am. And I'm like, let me hurry up and get to him. I swear I got to this man's house at 7:30 a.m. I know for a fact I got there that early because I remember we went right back to sleep when I got there. So yeah, finally we wake up again, and then, we're just doing our day together. But remember, I'm still in school. So at this point, I'm like, let's say maybe it's around like 1 or 2 now. And I'm like, oh, can I see your laptop? Because I got to turn in this assignment. Like something alarmed in me like, oh, I got an assignment to turn in. So I was like, let me just do the assignment over here because I did not bring my computer. I didn't bring nothing. So I'm just like, let me see your computer to do my assignment. So he like, all right, cool. Give me his computer, everything. I'm doing, like, I open it up, doing it, whatever. I don't know if y'all know, MacBooks really be setting people up or helping us out. Either way. Open this computer, and like, the messages come across. Like, if you haven't opened your computer in a long time, the messages be coming through, like, on the side. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like, as soon as you open it, the messages kind of come on the side, like the ones you miss, basically. So there was a message from this number that was not saved. And it said, I'm outside. The message came in at 3:32 a.m. So you know me. I clicked on the message because who was outside at this time when you were supposed to be asleep?
Top ways to know that your girl is cheating on you. And this is based off stuff I've seen in real life. If she starts not calling you consistently on her lunch break, 9 times out of 10, she's gonna have somebody else there. I have literally seen some of my coworkers go out for their lunch break and come back after getting laid in somebody's truck. I know this is not all women, but this has happened. Next one is she wants to spend more time out of the house and she's always with friends and she's making excuses to avoid coming home because, well, there's somebody else in the picture. The next one is she's frequently picking fights with you, so then she can leave the house and go be with whoever it is that she's sleeping with or hooking up with, and it's an excuse to get away from you so she can be with that person. Especially if it's over really dumb stuff and it's very consistent. This one's obvious, but social media and hiding her phone, that's a dead giveaway. If she randomly starts mentioning a guy that you've never heard of or claims that there's a new bestie, if there's suddenly like a new bestie that you've never even heard of, it's likely a guy that she's talking to and she's just masking it by calling it like an old friend or something, or a best friend. Something I've seen women do is they will actually save the name in their phone as your name, so then when you go to check her phone, you're not going to check your own messages. And like I mentioned in a previous video, she will leave her phone at her friend's house and have her friend answer you while she goes off and cheats. Obviously, this should be common sense, but any changes in behavior that are out of the routine, there's usually somebody else in the picture. And of course, this isn't all women, and all women do this when they cheat, but these are some signs to look for, so I hope this helps. Okay, bye.
Valid points that woman gave right there in that video, but it's not just applicable to women alone. It's applicable in both ways, both men and both women. Once you start seeing those signs, it's just obvious that that person is cheating on you. So, and cheating is like one of the most expensive things to do on earth, because let's assume you are a married man and you have a babe outside your relationship you're cheating on your wife with. Of course, you're going to be spending money on that particular babe. You're going to be providing the things she's requesting for. She's going to see you as her money-making machine, ATM, where she can easily get money, get cash from anytime. So you're taking care of a particular girl outside your home, and you are also coming back to take care of your wife. That is for those that even care to take care of their families, right? And once you start cheating, you don't have that time. That quality time you're supposed to give to your family, you're not giving them that time. That time you're supposed to spend with your kids, with your children, extended family members. When it has to do with family gathering, you're looking for one excuse or the other not to be in that meeting or that gathering. Also, having a family elsewhere without your partner knowing, that is one of the crazy things that comes with cheating. You get a girl pregnant, and when this girl gets pregnant, you create another family. You create another family without your main, your number one family knowing about this. That's one of the things that comes with cheating. Another sad thing that comes with cheating is infecting your partner with STDs. When you go out and you're cheating with somebody and you end up contracting these STDs, you go back to your partner, you go back to your wife, your husband, and at the end of the day, when you have intercourse with your partner, you end up transferring this disease to them. That's one of the most annoying thing that comes with cheating. And there are cases of men going out, or even women going out there cheating and probably contracting HIV, terminal diseases. Once they contract these terminal diseases, they come back home and they transfer it to their wife. And some of them even know they have this disease, but they won't let their partner be aware until their partner have contracted this disease, and on their own they go to the hospital to either run tests, and they end up telling them that, oh ma'am, sir, you're having this particular disease, which is an STD. Do you have a partner? Is your partner cheating on you? And they come back home to ask you these questions. So there's no gain that comes with cheating. There is no gain at all. If you know you're in a relationship and you're not finding that relationship working or interesting for you again, the best thing you can do for yourself and your partner is just to split, break the relationship, and let everybody go their separate ways. So guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you for sticking around with me today. Kindly subscribe to the channel, like the video, share, leave your comments, leave your experiences in the comment section. It might just be a lesson for somebody out there, and I'm going to see you in my next one. Bye-bye.